retire as champion!
Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about overextending on defense. So many times we'll see teams group up on a control point, capture it, and then decide to push their advantage, push it a little bit too far towards the enemy spawn point. So we see this scenario play out that several members of your team, or sometimes even more than half your team, will push towards the point thinking that they want to eliminate those last few members that maybe tried to escape, or trying to push because there's nobody standing in their way because they're all dead, and they end up getting too far out from the control point. They end up overextending themselves. They end up getting caught by the enemy team fully respawning and coming out and wiping them short-handed. This usually results in you ending up losing the control point because the enemy team has come back at full strength, been able to rally and take out individual members of your team who have overextended themselves. Anytime you have the advantage on defense, it's easy to get carried away and want to push and crush a team that you're already getting a victory over, but you have to remember that part of the strength of being on defense is your defensive position. Being able to hold a choke point or a strong point with the strength of your whole team. It's more important than getting those last few kills and trying to force the team wipe. And with a few rare exceptions, most strong defensive choke points allow you to get good lines of sight on where they're going to be attacking you from. You shouldn't just keep hiding in a control point itself. You should have eyes on potential paths that they can attack you from. Put some fire on them before they're able to get inside the control point itself. But in general, if you're a tank, a healer, or you're able to really have an advantage from maintaining a choke defense point, you want to stay in those points. You don't want to overextend. You want to, even if you're able to kill an extra member running away, let them go. They're going to be back, and they're going to have to get through you with your advantage, positional advantage at the choke point. Always remember, the pressure is on the attacking team. You need to force them to make mistakes as they come into your strong defense. Don't allow them to let you make mistakes by putting yourself and compromising your position on the battlefield. In general, something to consider is if you're more than halfway past your control point and the enemy respawn, can you safely retreat to a strong choke point or get back to the rest of your team in time before you're picked off? If not, you're leaving the rest of your team with less than full strength. As with most instances of situational awareness, this is really tough to do in the heat of battle, but if you keep practicing, you keep thinking about these things over and over, especially after a game's over, think about how did you make certain mistakes or how could you do better. You'll get more and more used to having this way of thinking, and overall you can end up helping your team. Hope this was helpful. Good luck out there and hold some control points, guys.